Test, test. Test, titties.
Testes 1, 2.
Brisket balls. I gotta stop shouting that out. Last time I was shouting brisket balls, my neighbor told me to shut up. He's got his children outside.
Are you sure he wasn't giving you a little wink and nod to come over?
More like a middle finger behind his kid's back, so he's just as bad as I am. But my window's closed, so we're good.
Nice.
Welcome to episode 16. I actually know what it is this time, of the Valley Boys.
Woohoo.
We are coming at you remotely in full lockdown quarantine.
Again?
From Reseda, California. It's been rough, man. It's been rough. How you handling yourself?
Not too bad. I got some cool roommates, so that definitely helps. There's been a lot of music, a lot of drugs, a lot of alcohol.
And you just met these guys, too. You only moved in there like a month ago, right?
Yeah, man. It's we're in full-on party roommate mode, man. Everyone's on the same page. It's cool as shit. How about you? What's quarantine life like for you, brother?
I just waddle around my house like a fucking penguin, you know? AC on full blast, drinking, smoking 1,800 cigarettes a day.
Yeah,
drinking cigarettes? I don't know.
Yeah. I can actually imagine that too. Yeah, you a cigarette hanging out of your mouth like a fucking penguin with a 5 o'clock shadow walking around.
Yeah, dude, that's me. I'm still sick. Thanks for asking. Yeah, I'm still sick, you fucko.
Dude, I didn't need to ask. I could hear it in your voice.
Well, I'm drinking right now, so that should help things. Brandon, what are you drinking right now?
I, sir, am drinking some fucking hams.
Ugh! Oh, that's did you just open one?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
that shit is disgusting.
Cracked one open for everybody that can't be here with us.
Hams that's a white trash dirt beer, man. That's like the boxer beer they have in Manitoba that dirts get, like me when I was living there. Boxer beer tastes like someone pissed in a can, somebody else drank that piss, and then pissed into someone's mouth who had coronavirus, and they pissed into a can, and that is boxer beer. And it tastes just like hams.
Well, I'll tell you what, buddy, it's a party in my mouth right now, so bottoms up.
Usually got to pay extra for that, right, Brandon?
That's right. Well, I'm sorry. What are you drinking that's so fucking classy compared to me?
Funny you ask. I just finished a fucking Heineken, man, in that green bottle looking like a eucalyptus leaf. Like I'm a koala bear drinking it.
Yeah, see, that's the difference between you and me. You fucking bourgeoisie liberal drinking your fucking fancy beer with your pinky up. Here I am, man of the people, blue collar, drinking my hams.
I didn't fucking buy it. It's like I said, a koala bear came over and just left it, I guess. I don't know, at some point. But I got Four Loko Gold in the giant cans. I'm going to fucking bust into that right now. So R.I.P.
All right, you've definitely redeemed your dumpster pig status with that. So crack that bad boy open.
Fuck, as soon as you crack it, it just stinks. It stinks. Ugh.
Well, it's like Chinese food. Sometimes you smell it and you're like, oh, God, that smells horrible, but you eat it and it tastes amazing.
Perfect analogy, and for once it wasn't a disgusting sex thing.
No.
But yeah, bottoms up.
Cheers,
Here
boys.
we go. All right. So I kind of want to start this off with some hate mail you got.
Wait, just me?
Yeah, just you. No one says anything bad about me on the internet. Well, they do all the time, but we're not going to talk about that. We're only going to discuss you.
Fair enough.
So get this. Someone wrote, "You look like a lot lizard mated with a nearsighted cartoon grizzly bear."
All right, I'll give him credit for a little bit of originality on that, and somewhat true to life, because I thought about hitting a lot lizard, once or twice when I was on the road, throwing a fucking one of them broads, but
throwing a fuck.
What? Yeah, man, you get on the road, you get lonely, and your hand only does so much for a while.
Okay, moving on. I don't want to hear any more out of you on that. Speaking of all that, you are the personification of a Four Loko hangover fart.
Well, that guy's just being a dick for no reason. Or gal. All about equality. It could be some fucking bitch, too. Probably that bitch, Carol Baskin.
These are all on Twitter.
You son of a bitch, Dave.
You fucking disgust me to my core.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Thanks a lot, asshole.
Are you catching on yet?
Yeah. No. I'm with you. Fucking hate mail. No, that's just shit that Dave put on Twitter. Yeah, nobody actually hates me, Dave. This is why people hate you.
These are all from me at Dave Weasel, and Brandon didn't remember any of these. These are just. This is all in one thread. How do you not remember that, idiot?
Well,
How
I
much
told
of
you,
that
man.
hams are you drinking?
It's been a big blur of, alcohol and drugs and fucking late nights and days, just meshing
Quit doing
together.
that Corona
man.
blow. Quit doing that. The hams, dude. That's so disgusting. Like, you got to have a. Do you not have a job? Do you not? You took a shower today, right? Or during the quarantine at some point? The fuck are you doing drinking hams? Stop that!
You can almost smell it through the microphone, can't you?
I told you I can only handle so many senses overloading at once, and on top of being sick, I've got this Four fucking Loco, which is invading my sense of scent and taste, and I got you burping into the fucking phone, and it's insulting to my hearing as well as my imagination.
No,
all I picture is a bunch of fucking hams ghouls coming out of your mouth when you do that. Just fucking don't do it right in the phone. It's disgusting. You're gonna make me puke.
I fucking love it, man. It's like hams and Four Loco is giving you the old Eiffel Tower, little bit of the old Chinese finger trap. You know what I mean? But to answer your question, the reason I can drink hams is because I can go half a mile away to the store and get a 24-pack for $10.99. That's why I drink hams.
You're fucking leaving your house, man?
Well, I get other groceries and shit. I bought like canned goods, I bought rice and shit, so it's not like I'm just going out for booze. Like, I need actual food as well, because every dumb fuck idiot in the vicinity of Los Angeles has decided to ransack every store of basic commodities. So if everybody just bought shit like they were fucking supposed to, I could go to the grocery store in one fucking trip and have enough shit to where I wouldn't have to leave my house. But unfortunately, because of those dumb fucks, I have to go so I can actually get food one day, and then I have to go so I can actually get toilet paper. Then I have to go so I can get some disinfecting cleaners because of those assholes. So really, it's all those stupid fucks fucking it up for everyone else.
You done? Sorry, I zoned out there for a minute. Do you even need me at all for this?
I don't really need you for 80% of life. Just that little 20% where we actually hook up every once in a while.
And do the podcast. Nothing perverted. Like, why does everyone think we're gay?
Well, they think you're gay, as we discussed last week, and as Jesse May pointed out. Dude, you're the power bottom.
Okay, that's, again, that means that you're gay too. So you're gay by proximity by hanging out with me. By this logic. I mean, I got nothing against the gays. I like the gays. They like me, I think. But
well, obviously,
I'm just not gay. Well, at least I'm not leaving my house. I'm in plane crash survivor mode. I'm like on Lost. You know what I'm doing? I'm drinking the Four Loco I bought like 3 years ago. When I hated myself and life and just wanted to. I don't know what I was thinking. I bought a case of it, and I busted into that. I've got a lot of burritos, microwavable. I got a carton of smokes. I'm not leaving the fucking house. I'm not catching that Rona. I'm too sick for that. If I catch some Rona, I die. With that pneumonia, number one, gone.
Yeah.
R.I.P. me.
Yeah, well, fair enough. No, I don't want you to die, because...
It's just going to be the Valley Boy after that.
Well, yeah,
and
we're
going to go from 3 listeners to 0.
Well, and that's right. And if you die, I can't make you suffer, so there's nothing in it for me, so I need to keep you alive.
Yeah, what's up with that? Like, of all the gross things you're into, like sexually with your prostitutes, the grossest thing about you is how you insist on making me throw up in my mouth a little bit by just saying some words and putting your hands on my food. It's fucking gross. Ugh, I don't even want to think about it. That's the good thing about this lockdown, is I don't have to look at you looking at my food like you're gonna fuck it and then fucking it with your hands.
So what you're saying by just a few sexually suggestive words that I can make you get this frothy, creamy substance in your mouth?
I'm taking the headphones out.
What?
I don't even have the headphones in anymore.
Dave,
I'm not listening to you.
Dave, where are you going?
I can't. I don't know. Are you still talking? Hopefully not, because I can't hear you. I'm taking my headphones out. Oh, I heard that laugh.
But
that
Dave, I love you.
Brandon laugh.
Oh,
dude, you better
Dave,
not catch that Rona.
Come back for the people.
All right, I'm back if you're done talking.
Sure.
We got shit to talk about. Let's go over some of this.
Well,
so old man Bernie Sanders dropped out of the race. We're gonna get a little political here. If you don't like it, suck 20 dicks. Actually, go for the 21. Bernie Sanders dropped out, and that's big news because he was already behind a little bit. I think he did it because he wanted to save the people. And I don't mean by putting Joe Biden in there. I mean literally save them from going to the polls and voting and spreading that virus around more. Because he's already at this point, it's a long shot. And if it weren't for the virus, he would stay in it until it's mathematically impossible to win. But he's bailing out now because he wants to save people from catching that Rona and spreading it around.
Yeah, partially, yes. I think he's saving face because he knows that he can't win, like even though mathematically he has a chance. But places that he did well in 2016 against Hillary Clinton, he either, didn't do as well or just got completely annihilated by Biden this time around. So, I mean, there was no way he was going to do anything. So, for him, this is the best way for him to save face and still keep that image of Bernie Sanders that everybody knows and loves. But the thing that I find funny, though, is...
and to save people.
What's that?
And to save the people. Like I said, there's that, too. That's a factor in it.
Hey, like, Bernie Sanders is a good dude. Like, he has a good heart. He's one of the few politicians actually admired just because he seems genuine and actually gives a shit about people, unlike 99.99% of Washington's elite.
All right, finish your thought that I interrupted you on.
No, but I think it's funny though is that some of the shit that Trump was getting shit for was like, well, he's killing people. He doesn't care about anybody. What was fucking Joe Biden do? The person that Bernie seceded to. Yeah. Go out and vote. And, it's no big deal. Just take extra precautions. Stay 10 feet away instead of 6. That was old Joe Biden talking about going into Wisconsin's primary.
Yeah, that's horseshit, man. That's horseshit. But yeah, Trump was doing that over. He was telling everybody to go out and vote to protect their Second Amendment, which I find beautifully ironic. How you go out and risk your life for somebody who's going to further support the Second Amendment, which basically every Democrat already does.
Yeah.
But whatever. I'm not happy about this, man, and I'm not happy about everybody saying, "Oh, but the Bernie bros, they're fucking assholes." Yeah, they are, and so are the Biden bros, and so are the Pete bros, and so are the Kamala bros, and so are the Warren bros. Everybody's a fucking dick if you disagree with them. I like Bernie.
That small contingency of every party. That's a problem. Everybody wanted to make Bernie Sanders out to be like the Bernie bros were the 90% of his supporters. Like he had some fanatical followers, absolutely, but the majority of the people that were supporting him because he actually was putting policy out there and not vote me because I can beat Trump. Vote for me because I believe we can do this and I can help you in this way.
Right. And old man Biden, I mean, maybe he'll beat Trump, maybe not. But he's too soft on everything. The main appeal to Trump, to Bernie, to anybody that is going to win the next election is that they take hard stances on shit that people are passionate about. And Biden is so soft and neutral on everything, except for the guns. He's kind of stepping up with that. He's hinting at that with bringing in Beto on that. Other than that, he's like his immigration, his health care. It's all like fluffy bullshit, and that's what people are sick of.
Yeah,
so
and he basically said fundamentally nothing would change if he got elected. So about the only thing you would get with a Biden presidency is you wouldn't get the crazy tweets, you probably wouldn't get the crazy news conferences, but other than that, shit's going to go on.
He's still going to look after corporate interest, and that's the main fucking problem in this country, and that's why Donald Trump was elected. It's not because of the liberals, it's not because of the people who are canceling. It's because Donald Trump came in and said that he's going to drain the swamp, he's going to eliminate corporate interest in everything, and it turns out he's worse than the rest of them. I know we've said that before, and we had Jimmy Dore on to talk all about it, but that was the main appeal to Trump. And Biden said that he's going to protect Nothing will change to a bunch of rich people who have those corporate interests. And ultimately, you're right. The only with a Biden presidency, he'll be a little softer on certain things than Trump is, and there won't be the crazy tweets. It's going to be the same shit.
Holy shit, man. This is episode 16, and for the second time you said I'm right about something. I wasn't expecting to hear that this many times this early in the podcast.
Well, you know how I'm right 100% of the time,
yes.
And you're right 1% of the time. And that's one thing you're right about.
But the thing I'm right about 1% of the time is all the huge shit.
Weekend, man, every day is a fucking weekend. And also, no matter how much time I have, I'm not going to fucking watch wrestling. Fuck that.
Dude,
even as drunk as I am, I'm not watching that. I am so fucking drunk right now.
It's a Super Bowl of wrestling,
loco.
Buddy. How could you not watch it?
You
did.
Fuck that.
So you didn't see Charlotte Flair screw Rhea Ripley out of the NXT Women's Championship title. You didn't see that at all.
Not only did I not see it, I have no idea what any of those words mean. Are you talking
so
about this?
You didn't have.
You're going to talk about wrestling right now?
Dude, yes. Dude, fucking John Cena went toe-to-toe with Bray Wyatt, The Fiend, in the Firefly Funhouse match. Dude, that was fucking nuts. It was like a goddamn acid trip. How did you not see that?
Because I was busy sitting around doing nothing, just watching my dick get smaller. I was busy doing that instead of watching wrestling.
You're the fucking worst. Dude, Drew McIntyre versus Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship. Drew McIntyre wins his very first WWE Championship ever. Dude, it was a fucking amazing moment, and you missed it.
Yeah, I had better things to do, which was absolutely nothing. Just sit around being sick. Just sitting around being fat.
Dave?
That's what I was doing.
You know what, Dave? I'm kind of glad that you're fat and sick because you fucking deserve it after saying all that shit. Those were amazing moments, sir.
Well, elaborate, because for whatever fucking reason, we have listeners that like wrestling. So, tell me what happened, and I'll tell you why it's bullshit.
All right. Well, allow me to reach out to the sophisticated portion of our audience. All right. Charlotte Flair, daughter of Ric Flair. I'm a little drunk myself.
I'm already fucking bored.
Yeah, of course. Well, it's two chicks going at it. They scissored a couple times, so there was that in it for you if you would have watched. But so Charlotte Flair ends up winning.
I don't care.
NXT
I don't give a shit about that.
I know you don't, Dave. I know
you ever see two chicks fight at the
buddy.
bar? It's they pull each other's hair, they scream and they yell. A few shots are fired. The like punches, bouncers pull them apart. One time I saw two women fighting, and there was a bouncer on each woman pulling them away, but one of them had the other woman by the hair. Is that what you're talking about?
No. These women were legitimately fighting, though. What you described to me was sounds a little more like you would have seen on Tiger King with Joe Exotic and one of his husbands. Here's a fun fact for you. Did you know that Joe Exotic actually got involved with pro wrestling at some point?
What do you mean pro wrestling? That's a vague term, though. Pro wrestling. You mean the WWF or whatever? Or
no. It was even better. It was independent wrestling, so it was even more redneck because it was right around Oklahoma and Texas. So, like, the heart of redneck, big, fat, sweaty dudes that eat bologna sandwiches and drink beer to train for their matches. That type of wrestling.
Okay, so you're talking about pro wrestling where the pro is in quotes, the same way how you'll hear comedians describe themselves as pro comedians because they got paid $80 one time to do a bar mitzvah. Okay, continue.
Yeah, I mean, more or less, and I'll give you that, for the simple fact that, the dude that Joe Exotic hooked up with, they both, had a thing for exotic animals. That's how they, bonded a friendship. But the dude that Joe Exotic hooked up with, turns out he ran a pro wrestling promotion in Texas. And he had some former big names come through, so it wasn't total rinky-dink or anything like that. But in total Joe Exotic fashion, this dude, one time he had a event in his parking lot where he had, people come out, and then he would let them pet tigers afterwards. And then there was another event on 4th of July where they actually set up the ring in the middle of the zoo and, would bring the animals out, and they had fireworks afterwards and shit like that. And they put Joe Exotic on commentary, which I have to hunt down and find because I actually want to hear that after watching that documentary. That's fucking amazing.
Yeah, that'd be good. I wouldn't mind watching that, to be honest, because he'd be like, "Oh, there's a big body slam. I wouldn't mind him body slamming me, if you know what I mean. Wouldn't mind that guy being my fourth husband." What's that guy's number? Like, that's how he would do it.
Oh, yeah. Well, you get some big muscly dude coming out covered in baby oil wearing tight spandex and Joe Exotic sitting there. Guaranteed that motherfucker is going to be scout like a college, like an NFL college scout, you know, getting a good long look at the future talent.
Yeah, and he just names them different things. He's like, "Here comes Big Dick Jimmy." And the guy's like, "Nah, my name is James Mason. I would like to fuck shit up." And he's like, "No, your name is Big Dick Jimmy. Come see me after the match."
And you'd like to fuck me right up the ass.
All right, well, there goes all the euphemisms. Like, if Brandon were, what do they call them? Commentators? Announcers? What are they?
Yes.
Well, I said two different things. Commentators? Announcers? Who's the guy at the wrestling match yelling shit out as it's happening?
So you generally have two people. You have the play-by-play guy calling the action in the ring, and then you have the color commentator saying all sorts of crazy shit or just random fucking observations about what's going on.
That's you. You couldn't do the play-by-play.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you probably could, but you'd be better as the off color shit. You know?
Well, yeah, as long as they let me sit there and get tanked before I did it, absolutely. I could do anything they needed me to do.
Fuck, dude, not as tanked as I am right now. I'm sitting in my house, my bare fucking walls, looking around, drunk as shit, talking to you. Fuck you. And I also feel really bad. We got thousands of people listening to this now, and I'm just so drunk, and I'm not even sorry. That's the worst part. Like, usually I'm like, "Oh, I'm apologetic." I don't fucking care. Whatever.
Well, you're not even sorry. Sorry, sorry, bud.
How do they say sorry in Iowa? They just flip the bird.
Yeah. We actually pronounce the word like it's supposed to be pronounced, even if we're drunk off our asses, because we're not fucking little bitches.
I'm so glad I'm not from Iowa. No offense to anyone else from Iowa except for Brandon. Like, listen to him talk. Everybody knows. I ask people when they send me a message about the podcast. I'm like, where does Brandon sound like he's from? And they always say Ohio. What the fuck, man? Ohio?
I actually find that offensive as an Iowan.
Yeah, I know people from Ohio. You know, I got family there. My great grandpappy was the governor of Ohio. And it's funny because his son fucked off to Canada or whatever, however far back it was. Maybe it was my great-great-grandfather, sorry. My great-grandfather fucked off to Canada. I don't know. I'm so drunk. But yeah, I got Ohio roots in me. So if I was American, I'd be from Ohio. And I like to think I'm from... I've been in multiple towns in Ohio. I've been to Cleveland. I've been to Cincinnati. Been to Dayton. I've been to Youngstown. I called it Youngston, and they're like, "Nah, motherfucker, this is Youngston or Youngstown." Youngstown.
See, now you know why. Now you know why I pronounce shit the way I do, and when I pronounce Canadian towns the way I do, you're like, "Oh, you're a fucking idiot, Brandon. You don't pronounce it that way."
Yeah, but it's obvious. Like Regina, Saskatchewan, you just call it vagina.
No, but like Newfoundland.
What an idiot.
What?
Newfoundland.
Yeah.
It's Newfoundland.
Newfoundland?
Yeah, Newfoundland. Or actually, like, that's only there. Everywhere else in Canada, they pronounce it Newfoundland. St. John's.
That's because nobody.
Newfoundland.
Because nobody wants to be there that doesn't fucking live there.
Newfoundland is actually one of the nicest places. It looks like Europe, and it costs like nothing to live there, and everybody's super chill. There's a town called Dildo there, I think.
Yeah, there is.
I might be making that up. I don't know why that came to me, but
no, there is. I've looked this up before, so I can confirm.
You've looked it up. You were looking up places called Dildo.
Yeah, because
Brandon,
one of my Canadian friends on Facebook. No, one of my Canadian friends on Facebook posted there was a town named Dildo in Newfoundland. And I'm like, fucking no way. So I had to look it up, and like, sure as shit, there was a place. Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, there's a place called Dildo.
Jesus Christ!
I don't know if that was the first time that someone decided to like take a tree branch and whittle it down and like smooth off the edges and like stick it up their twat or something like that. But yeah, there's an actual place called Dildo in whatever the fuck you want to call it. I don't care at this point.
Newfoundland. Just say it. Newfoundland.
I did the last time, and you corrected me. I swear you're fucking with me at this point about the Canadian.
No, that's how they call it.
There.
That's how they say it. You called it
Newfoundland.
Newfoundland. Yeah, that's putting enunciation in all the wrong spots. But yeah, okay, whatever. Iowa.
Okay, pronounce it for the audience one more time.
Newfoundland.
Newfoundland.
There you go. But not Lund, land. You got to really emphasize that. Newfoundland. It's literally how it's spelled. Newfoundland. So just say those words and you're good. Say it, Brandon.
With me, Dave.
No, I'm not. That's how it's spelled. That's how it's said.
All right.
Newfoundland. So say it. Say it. Say Newfoundland.
Newfoundland.
There you go. Isn't that so much better than Newfoundland? Like
Can I just call them fucking Newfies?
Oh, that's a slur. Newfie steak. What do they call that here? That's fried bologna is Newfie steak. What's that called here?
Fried bologna?
Yeah.
Christ. I just fried bologna. We don't have a name for it.
Oh, yeah, you're from Iowa. That's just a way of life. Fried bologna.
That's a way of life there.
That's just pretty good, though. You can't... You ever have that fried bologna?
Dude, fuck yeah. The other night, me and my roommates got drunk. I had some bacon-flavored Spam. So I cooked that up.
Oh!
And my roommate cooked up some rice and an egg. And we fucking had these Spam egg rice sandwiches while we were fucking drunk, and they're goddamn amazing.
That's disgusting. It sounds like that's where coronavirus came from. Someone just ate at Brandon's house and spread it around. It was a bat soup.
You know, the funny thing is, fat and disgusting and as an abominable human being as I am, I'll live to be 100 somehow. I don't know how, but it'll happen.
I know. I believe it 100%. And I'm the fucking guy who never does drugs. I don't even do weed. I don't even touch the reef. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna
marijuana cigarettes.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I smoke regular cigarettes like a fucking chimney, and I'm drinking Four Loko. Every Four Loko you drink takes a year off your life. And so, yeah, I've got other vices. Don't get me wrong. But you're going to outlive me by probably 30 years, at least.
Yeah.
That's so unfair. Like, you should just give me some of your years. You're not doing anything with them.
Well, Dave, have you ever thought about doing drugs and eating more garbage than you're eating now?
I can't possibly eat any more garbage. If I do, I'll actually grow a tail that poofs out and has rings on it like a raccoon.
I'm right about there myself, friend. That's why I'm going to live forever. Improvise, adapt, and overcome.
Did you see this news report about how California might have a somewhat immunity to the virus just because of the population and everything like that? They're saying there's a new study investigates California's possible herd immunity to the coronavirus. It says research at Stanford Medicine are working to find out what proportion of Californians have already had the Rona. So the new study could help policymakers make more informed decisions during the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? So they tested 3,000 people, like way up in the Bay, and they're using this antibody test for the Rona, and they're expected to release whatever comes out of it anytime now. So that data could help figure out why or prove that it came to California way before it did the rest of the country, because that's what they're thinking. You know, it's already been in California. If you were sick in November, December, you might have already had it. That type of shit.
Well, here's the crazy thing, and where I'll back you up on that. So I was I try to keep track of the coronavirus numbers every day, at least the number of U.S. cases and U.S. deaths, and oddly enough, there are 5 states. Even though California is the most populous state in the country, we are number 5 in cases, and that's only 15,865 confirmed, and we've only had 374 deaths. Now, by comparison, New York is number 1 with 138,863 and almost 5,500 deaths. Wow. And L.A., second largest city in the country, we're pretty compact no matter where you go in L.A. County. I mean, you're elbows to assholes with everybody, even though it's spread out. So, but our death toll is, I mean, significantly less than New York. So there could be something to that study.
Okay, but hang on. Your ass is to elbow like a swingers orgy, but not like it is in New York City. Like, L.A. is very spread apart by comparison, and New York City is a lot bigger than L.A. Like, I really, there's way more people in California than there are in New York, and they're looking at it as California as a whole because there's so many big cities here. But L.A. itself, not to cockblock you, but L.A. itself is spread apart compared to New York City. Like, Manhattan has something like 40,000 people per square mile, which is ridiculous. Like, Canada has 2 people per square mile. They're squashed right in there.
No, also, I agree with you.
We've had, like, California itself is the number 1 U.S. destination for Chinese travelers, which is where it came from, including some direct flights right from Wuhan.
Yeah.
Not to call it the Chinese virus. What I'm saying is we got it first. And everybody, what they're saying in this study is that maybe, just maybe, there's enough people here that have become immune to it or have already had it, and that's what they're testing here, and that's big fucking tits. That's some big tits right there. Because if they figure out what keeps us immune to it, then all of a sudden everybody gets immune to it. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Don't get me wrong. I don't know shit. I'm not a doctor. In fact, I am the worst person to talk to about science. Unless we're having a religious discussion, then I'm Professor Bangalore. But no, I don't really know how it works. I'm not going to pretend to. I'm just relaying the information that I know onto you.
No, but it's definitely interesting though, because LA is still the biggest city in the country, and even though we're not stacked on top of each other like Manhattan, we're still pretty congested as far as people. Like, you know, earlier today I had to, you know, go to the grocery store, like I said. There's still people out there, but
no, we're diligent as fuck.
Well, yeah, like LA got ahead of the curve as far as like doing the lockdowns, the stay-at-home type shit, the wearing the mask. Like LA's been ahead of the curve of this on a lot of stuff. So like, you know, and as much as I hate Eric Garcetti, you know, I'll give him props for like working with the governor and all that to make that shit happen. So like there could be some validity to what you're saying. I guess we'll find out, especially in the places that aren't on lockdown right now, like you know, in the Midwest, like a lot of those states, they still haven't put the stay-at-home orders. People are still going to churches and shit. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I have, but hang on a second. So in San Bernardino County, they have issued a fine as of midnight, like this day midnight, that if you're caught in public without wearing a mask, you get a $1,000 fine.
Well, and for our listeners out there not familiar with the Southern California area, San Bernardino County is essentially like the Mississippi, Alabama of Southern California.
Yeah. Where is it? It's east of here, right? It's out towards that San Dimas.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they're about an hour away from us, give or take, with no traffic, which right now there isn't. So the other day, this was fucking unheard of for me. So I drove from where I'm at in the West San Fernando Valley, hopped on the 101, headed towards Hollywood, hopped off in Hollywood at 4 o'clock on a weekday afternoon. Normally, if you make that drive, it's going to take you over a fucking hour to get there. I made it there in less than 20 fucking minutes. I did not have to slow down once. That's how many fucking people are
Amazing.
off the road in L.A. Yeah, dude, it's fucking goddamn nuts.
And those are non-essential travelers that are on the roads, right? Because right now it's only essential travelers. So everybody that's on the freeway clogging that shit up, we're all just bullshit people. We don't matter.
Well, you know, at 4 o'clock, like, you could have some people leaving work and shit. You know, you never know. Or, you know, I would say probably leaving work.
Right, yeah. But going back to what you said about the Midwest, how there's some states still not on lockdown, and they allow churches to remain open. Is that what you're getting at?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. And, like, I'm about as, like, small government and, you know, practice whatever fucking religion you want to as possible. But this is goddamn fucking ridiculous. There was a woman in Texas, and she was being interviewed on her way out of a church service. And he's like, ma'am, aren't you concerned that you can, you know, get the coronavirus? And she's like, well, I can get the same thing if I go down to the Walmart, and the Walmart's still open, and I'm walking around with all these people around there. I get sick there, too.
Get that Walmart virus.
Yeah, and then he's like, well, ma'am, it's like, you know, people need groceries and food to eat. Do you need to be at church? She's like, I'm covered in the blood of Jesus. I am protected. I'm not going to get
up.
coronavirus. And that's the mindset of these people. And you're like, holy shit, man. Like I said, man, I will back anyone's right to believe whatever God they want, as long as it doesn't say to hurt or kill anybody. But that is just fucking, I'm going to say it, it's fucking retarded right there.
Yeah, you're spreading the virus that kills people. You are killing people by going to church. And it's all typically older people that go to church. You're just digging your own grave. And like a lot of churches are doing online serums, you know. They have the pastor up there doing the talk of the Lord. I don't know what it's called, but you know, they do their thing.
Sermon,
yeah. Serum. The syndrome.
Close to semen.
Jesus Christ, maybe I am Ricky from Trailer Park Boys. But whatever. They're doing their thing, and everybody's watching from home, keeping that virus off of them. Because they all know, like, okay, Jesus, he's on your side, but if you get in the way of that virus, you know, he's not going to help you.
No, that's the thing I always thought, too. It's like I was raised, it's like, well, Jesus will always help those who help themselves. What if you're a stupid fucking idiot and you put yourself in harm's way? Like, if you decide to step in front of a bus and say, I am protected by the blood of Jesus, ain't nothing going to happen.
Yeah, you're fucked. You're so fucked.
Right.
Dude, that's like that obituary. There's a real obituary of some woman talking about her husband that died in a car crash. And she's like, I just know that he died. He kept a Bible in the car, and I know he had both hands on that Bible when he died. And it's like, that's probably why he crashed. That's why he's dead. He's driving around with both hands on the Bible. The fuck is that gonna... Or that other story about the woman who perished in a fire. This old lady, she died in a fire. This is real.
Yeah.
She perished in a fire. And her family said, well, on the nightstand, she kept a Bible on there, and the Bible was unharmed by the fire. And so we thank Jesus for that. That's a sign of the Lord. It's like, you fucking kidding me? That's what Jesus is going to save? He's going to come in and be like, all right, fire right this way, right towards the woman sleeping. All right, good. Get her good. All right, you missed a spot. You missed a spot on her feet. And then, leave that Bible alone. Hey, that Bible's with me. I don't think so, man. I don't think so. I don't buy into that. And, like, whatever. If people want to find comfort any way they can, that's the whole concept of religion. It's finding comfort. And as an atheist, I look at that as, like, that doesn't make any sense. But I don't blame anybody. I don't ridicule people for that. Like, if you believe in the Jesus and whatever, or whatever your God is, that's cool. Do your thing. As long as you keep it out of the rule of law and public policy, I got no problem with you. I'm a liberal. Our whole idea is what goes on behind closed doors between consenting adults is their business. And that goes for fucking keep it out of public policy, and we're fine. And that's why I'm saying that, like, someone pointed this out on the internet, how if these churches are to remain open and collecting donations and all this shit during a fucking pandemic, then they got to start paying taxes. You know, what the fuck are we doing? And there's so many, like, that Copeland, that tube full of demons pastor, you know who I'm talking about? The guy who's like, I can't fly commercial airlines because there's just tubes full of demons. He said that like a year ago or 6 months ago, whatever. And that guy's worth $750 million. And to this day, he's saying, oh, man, I know you got no money because you ain't got no job. But you still better donate to me because, you know, Jesus needs money. And so do I. But mostly Jesus, but also mostly I. And that guy has $750 million. And that's the dude who is trying to heal everybody of coronavirus through the camera lens. You ever see that? A couple weeks ago, viral video. Dude sticking out his hand at the lens. And he's like, I now heal you of the coronavirus. Everybody's like, all right, here's $5. Fuck that guy.
Oh, yeah. The fucking old dude with the 80s preacher's televangelist hair.
Yeah. Copeland. I forget his first name. Doesn't matter.
I blow the wind of Jesus at you.
Yeah, man, that's him.
Cured, my child.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah,
Fuck that. All that shit. You don't see Jews doing that. You know what I mean? You don't see Jews, and Jews are supposed to be like, you know, the cheapest people. You don't see them being like, hey, make sure you're still donate during a time of crisis. No. That's and it's not even Christians. That's not. These people aren't Christian. You know, they're their own thing. The evangelists, they're like, Christian is supposed to be the word of Christ. Jesus Christ. And if you read the Gospels, which, you know, I skimmed through it just out of curiosity, but I know this Jesus character. That's how I see him. He's a character. Seems pretty cool. I don't mind Jesus. He talked a lot about love. That was his message. And the only people that Jesus hated was hypocrites, which is exactly what these people are. And everybody running this fucking country and all these policymakers and all these lobby groups, they're all a bunch of fucking hypocrites. And they're all operating under the Jesus name so that they get votes. And to me, that's... I don't care if you're religious or not. I'm not. But that is evil. I don't believe in a supernatural good versus evil. I believe in a very tangible good and evil. And what makes a person good is so fucking subjective. But what makes a person evil is preying, pardon the pun, but preying on their religious beliefs to get votes. That's bullshit. Fucking Donald Trump, a man of, you know who he is? He's just your typical rich kid turned rich adult. You know, he is who he is. But
yeah, but he's goddamn hilarious though.
No, man. Outside of the presidency, like I said, if it was on TV, like that TV show, Our Cartoon President, if that was a TV show on its own, it'd be hilarious. But it's based on reality.
Okay,
Donald Trump.
My point.
Hang on. My point is that
go ahead.
Trump is if you're a Christian and you support Trump, you're kind of a hypocrite, because that man does everything the opposite of what Jesus in the Gospels said to do. Donald Trump
I'll give you
epitomizes. It all comes down to this one tweet. God, I can't remember his name. It's John something. John F. He has a weird last name. But he tweeted the best thing ever. I feel bad for not remembering his name, but it's I'm not saying that Donald Trump is the Antichrist. I'm saying that Christ is the anti-Trump, and that was Jesus' message. Was rich people went to Jesus and said, how do I get into heaven? And he said, give up all your shit and follow me. And they were like, oh, fuck that.
Yeah.
You know? But anyways, my point is these people that are collecting all these millions of dollars off of everybody are still doing it even in the face of a pandemic and not paying taxes on it. And this dude Copeland, he's worth $750 million or whatever, maybe 75 million, sorry. 75 million. And he's right at the end of his life. Like, if he tried to spend 75 million, he couldn't. There aren't enough prostitutes and private jets and whatever the fuck else that weird guy is into he could possibly spend it on before he dies. And whatever he spends it on is going to kill him, so it's kind of a catch-22. But that's what I'm talking about, the hypocrisy of it. I despise hypocrisy more than anything. And these fucking people preaching one thing and practicing another, go fuck yourself. Shut the fuck up.
I would say in fairness, though, dudes like that were never Christians in the first place. They were just in it for the money. They're fucking shysters, and they're taking the angle of preying on people and their beliefs and shit to get money out of them.
Like, well, shyster is a Jewish term, but yeah, I totally agree. And that's that's my point. That's my point. Is they're not Christian. They're not fucking Christian, because Christian means you follow Christ, Jesus. You follow Jesus. Not the Old Testament, like you follow Jesus. If you're a Christian, you follow Jesus Christ. And he was this little socialist carpenter who he told everyone to love each other. He didn't talk about building walls. He didn't talk about, like, God, subsidizing. Like, nothing that Jesus said is what's happening in America right now. If you want, if you believe in Jesus, then you believe in Bernie Sanders, who's no longer a presidential candidate.
No, I'll give you that, but check this out though. So like for me, I've been checking into like not only Trump's daily briefings, but like, you know, Eric Garcetti and Gavin Newsom, because all those affect us here out in California.
Yeah,
but like fucking Trump, man, like that dude, he gets in front of the fucking podium, so like he gets into back and forth with some reporter named James something or other, and it was over like something like an Obama employee about something, and I can't remember, but he's like, oh yeah, fucking Obama, yeah, go ahead, yeah, mention Obama. He's like, you're a third-rate reporter. He says you're never gonna make it. Next question. He moves on to the next.
Yeah,
reporter.
I saw that fucking bullshit. Yeah. Because he asked a question that he didn't like, and he attacked him. That's a classic manipulator move. That, like, ask anybody that's ever been in an abusive relationship, and they'll tell you that's what their abuser does. They ignore what you're saying. They make up something else and attack that something else and present that as evidence. You know,
oh, yeah, believe me, I'm going through that with my landlord right now, and I'll talk about that at a later episode as soon as that's resolved. But
you're not willing to talk about it now? Because that's some shit. That's some funny shit.
Yeah, well, no, yeah. We'll definitely have to talk about it in a later episode because everything ain't resolved yet as far as, like, getting money.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that off the air. But when it is resolved, I will talk about it on the air.
And, you hear that, Caesar? He's not listening. Hey, fuck you, Caesar. You say the word Caesar in L.A., that only narrows it down to like 1 million people. And it's like, oh, it's Caesar who owns houses that people live in. Okay, sorry, 900,000 people.
Yeah.
I had a cat named Caesar. He was a dick.
Well, as soon as you said cat, I already knew he was a dick. You didn't need to tell me his name or anything.
Oh, no, dude, cats are the fucking best. That guy was a dick. I had him, like, only for, like, a year when I was, like, 12. He was a big orange cat, and he was an outdoor cat, and one day he just didn't come home. He was such a fucking asshole, but everybody that came in the house and saw him, they were like, that's a beautiful cat. And he just looked at them and like, put up his paw, and his little middle claw started coming up. He's like, stop fucking looking at me. And he didn't like people at all. And I don't know why we got him, but, I loved him. I love all cats. I fucking love cats, dude. My God, I have two of them, these two little black dudes, Ace and Wednesday. So fucking cute, man. Wednesday, he's just this soft little cuddly dude. He's always bathing himself. He keeps his flea collar on. That's what a good boy is. Ace is the dick. Ace has got squinty eyes all the time. And he walks with a strut. He doesn't give a fuck. And he goes outside and he fucks all them lady cats. And he's got a job, I think, because he's gone all day. Or he's got a girlfriend. and he's just such a dick. And he never bathes. And he comes in and Wednesday's like, hey, man, gotta take a bath. And Wednesday bathes him. He's just licking his fur all the time. Like, dude, come on. There's people looking. And Ace sitting there like, stop doing this. I don't give a fuck. He's got a leather jacket. Ace. But here's the thing. Both of them catch birds. Both of them fucking catch birds. And I caught one of them. Bringing a bird. Wednesday, the nice one. He caught a bird. He brought it to the house. He's walking around, and I see out of the corner of my eye, there's something in his mouth. And this is at, like, they live with my daughter and her mom, and her mom didn't notice. I was like, oh shit, I better get that fucking cat out of here. So I grabbed the cat with the bird in its mouth. I just throw the cat outside. Lock the door so he can't get back in because they got a little cat door. And I scrub the floors clean. And she's like, oh, you're cleaning. That's weird. I'm like, I know, right? Just cleaning things up just in case. Don't want to get that bird flu.
Dude, cats sound like the fucking worst, to be honest.
No, dude, they're the fucking best, if that's what you mean. If you mean the exact opposite, yeah. Cats are the fucking best, and they're so soft.
They bring dead, diseased animals into the fucking house. How's that?
That's not what they're trying to do. They're trying to bring you a present. You know what I mean? In their mind, they're like, I caught this. I brought it to it's like a caveman. He beats over a pterodactyl, and he drags it back to the house, and he's like, hey, cave woman, look what I got for you. And,
Yeah, exactly.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know that the cave woman isn't like that. They're not assholes. They're trying to be nice. It's the opposite. They're trying to be nice, but it turns out they're assholes.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they're a little bit assholes. Way better than dogs, dude. You got a greyhound, dude. You know me, okay? I got that Asperger's. I can't look at an animal without laughing. And for dogs, I'm pretty much immune to it. Dogs, I've seen every dog. But if I look at a goddamn greyhound, I lose my shit. I start screaming and laughing, and everybody's like, the fuck is wrong with that guy? And everybody has to be like, well, he's got this developmental problem, and when he sees a greyhound, he's got to laugh hysterically. My daughter's mom's brother had one, and he was the funniest fucking thing I have ever seen. This one Thanksgiving, at my daughter's grandparents' house, this nice house, a little bit up north. They live in the country. Great fucking people, great food. You know how that goes. You're feeling good. You're sitting there eating food, and you see this giant greyhound looking in the window.
Yeah,
and I ruined Thanksgiving by how hard I laughed at that. But I'm holding it together right now. I'm holding it together. I'm just not thinking about it. I'm thinking about baseball. When you're like in a sexual situation, when you're trying to keep your cool, and you think about baseball. That's what I'm doing right now. Try not to laugh. Baseball. There's nothing funny about baseball. Nothing funny about old grandmas playing some tic-tac-toe. Nothing funny about that. If I think about that greyhound looking in the window, I will scream. I will scream with laughter. Because that fucking thing's face looks like he stuck it in a glass jar and he pulled it off and his face stuck like that. Like a fucking Woody Woodpecker cartoon. Dude, that is so funny. Greyhounds are so funny. Why aren't we giving every greyhound a medal? Why aren't they winning the Oscar for best comedy? Not that that exists. But best comedy would go to a greyhound every year. Like your dog. Your parents' dog.
Yeah.
Dallas. You know what I'm talking about. You already know this, right? You know my problem. You know my problem with greyhounds. Yeah. You went to your parents' house. You saw your fucking dog. Your greyhound.
He's fucking awesome.
He's minding his business. You send me a picture of him, and I didn't fucking expect it. You gotta warn me ahead of time if you're gonna send me a picture of a greyhound. You gotta be like, hey, Dave, make sure you're sitting down. I got something for you. I'm like, oh, fuck, who died? You know? I sit down, there's a picture of a greyhound, and I lose it. I'm done. I am fucking done if you send me a picture of a greyhound. And you did that, you fucking asshole. He was sitting in his bed with his goddamn face and his giant body and his fucking tail and his huge paws. It was so fucking funny, man. And then there's a backstory to him, of course, you know? He's like a cartoon character, man. He's like, oh, he doesn't like oscillating fans. And your dad was telling me this. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, so we took all the blades out of the oscillating fans in the house because he just loses his shit when you turn them on. I'm like, well, he's got Asperger's too.
Well, yeah, he was fucking horribly abused, unfortunately. We don't know what happened to him, but, we know it wasn't good.
Yeah, that definitely sucks. That's horrible. But, like, what the fuck does a fan have to do with it? I guess someone beat him with a fan, maybe?
Either that or they, like, tied him to the fan and made him, like, run around and shit to exercise or something. Who knows?
Oh, my God. I would, like... You know me, I don't like the death penalty, but if you fuck up an animal like that, I don't care. I don't care what happens to you. I say, when it comes to pedophiles and animal abusers, put them in the general prison population, and then let the trash take itself out.
Yeah, dude, right in the meat grinder.
Yeah, I don't think the government should have the authority to kill anybody, even pedophiles, even murderers, whatever. But there is a fate worse than death. Even for a pedophile, which is being a pedophile in a general prison population. You know, you put them in there with them. They're like, hey, what are you in for? Ah, I was in for tax fraud. What'd you do? Ah, I shot a cop. What'd you do? I started kicking a dog around a bunch. Like, you did what? Fuck you. And he's done. He's done.
Yeah, man.
They don't put up with pedophiles. They don't put up with animal abusers. Animal abusers are fucked. They're like, it's the same, like, whatever makes you a pedophile, like whatever part of your brain that is crisscrossed, it's the same kind of thing that makes you want to hurt an animal. Even for profit. Even for profit. Even like if you're that type of dude who raises dogs to bring them to dog fights, there's something horribly fucked up with you. And it's on par. I'm not saying one, like, obviously pedophilia is infinitely times worse. I'm just saying there's something horribly wrong with you if you want to harm an animal, and it's in the same ballpark as wanting to harm a child. Like that's a defenseless fucking being that trusts you, and you want to hurt it. You are. I don't think anybody should be murdered by the government. However, you are on your own in this prison population. And it's like the Hunger Games, you know?
Yeah, dude.
And whoever kills this fucker gets a Snickers bar.
Yeah, man, that's pretty fucked up, man. But speaking of fucking pedophiles, did you hear about the whole like Rose McGowan versus Alyssa Milano feud?
I do know about that, but I don't see how that correlates with pedophilia specifically.
Dude, remember? So, like, fucking Rose McGowan. Dude, hold on, man. We got to stop. We're getting way off track.
No, we're good. We're good. Keep going. Okay, so we're shifting gears a little bit. So, it's not necessarily pedophilia, but it is sexual assault. You're talking about the Rose McGowan and Alyssa Milano feud, right? Because they're talking about biting. Is that what you're going for?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, dude. Yeah. And you know who's right? You know who's fucking right? Rose McGowan. Everyone's 100%. Like, oh, she's crazy. She's crazy. No, she's not. She's not fucking crazy. Rose McGowan. I like her for a multitude of reasons. And we followed each other on Twitter for a little while, and a few years ago, I don't know what the hell. We followed each other for a few years, and she's been nothing but cool. I don't have a problem with her. I have a problem with how everyone thinks she's fucking crazy. She had her whole career ruined by Harvey Weinstein because That was the worst case scenario. Like all these like I'm not downplaying one over the other. Any allegation against Harvey Weinstein is disgusting and irreputable. Like it's horrible. However, Rose McGowan actually had her fucking career ruined by him. And you don't fuck around with Rose McGowan. And she is saying that she won't vote for Joe Biden because he's an accused rapist.
Convicted at this point.
What do you mean convicted? Joe Biden?
No. Harvey Weinstein, he got convicted in New
Oh,
York.
okay. Sorry. I'm talking I'm using two different examples. I'm saying that like Rose McGowan has been put through the mud. Like Rose McGowan is an example of why women don't come forward. Because she did, and she was treated like shit.
Yeah.
And that's the reason women don't come forward, straight up. They're not believed. They're not respected. They're put in exile the way that Rose McGowan is. And everybody's like, oh, she's a lunatic. No, she's not. She's not. I'm basing this off of, like, I don't know her at all. I don't know her. 0% know her. But I respect her, and I trust her opinion. And I listen to her. And she's got a problem with Joe Biden. And you know why that is?
Oh. Well, yeah, for the obvious reason.
Okay, so you know about the allegations against him, right?
Yeah, that he had a aide that worked for him back in the early 90s. And initially, a few years ago, she made allegations that, like, he, kind of made a pass at her. Kind of like you do in high school and all that. But then recently she made allegations that, like, he pressed her up against the wall and, put his fingers inside her.
Right. And that's fucking disgusting. And I get the whole oh man, this is a tricky subject because how do you justify one accusation? How do you justify backing one accusation over another? What makes one accusation credible and the other one not? Here's what I have to say about it. We have to choose right now between two accused rapists. And I'm not saying rapists. I'm saying accused rapists. Right now, America has to vote for one accused rapist or a different accused rapist.
Yeah.
Now, if you're going to politicize it, for the people using Joe Biden's accusations against him and you're a Trump supporter, you're the kind of hypocrite we were talking about with the Jesus. You better be 18 times as vigilant about Trump not getting in as you are Biden. But right now, for the rest of us, for normal people, basically the question comes down to which accused rapist is worse? I'm going to vote for the other one. To me, that's not democracy. I'm sorry, that's it. We need to fucking adopt the multi-party system. And I realize when I say we, I'm not American, okay? I'm Canadian, and we have a multi-party system, and it fucking works. It's not perfect.
Yeah, well, you're not wrong.
But it's not what it is here.
No, and that's a problem because every fucking 4 years we get into this, well, we need something better, and then every 4 years we always end up voting for the same shit, giant douche or turd sandwich. Nothing ever gets better. So, yeah, the entire thing needs to burn down and start over.
Dude, I agree. If there's one good thing about Trump is that we've hit so far to the bottom that there's nowhere to go but up. And we need election reform. We need election reform. Like people, There's a fucking pandemic going on, and both parties are telling everyone to go to the fucking polls and vote. No. We live in the information age. I get that it's possible to hack some shit. So get on that. Be better than that. The U.S. military has technology way before the general public does. Get on that. Be a step ahead of that. You know? Someone signs up with another address using a VPN. Don't trust that VPN. I'm simplifying it. But I'm just saying. If they really wanted to know if someone was voting twice, they would fucking know. I trust the internet more than I trust mail-in voting. Which mail-in voting I do trust. I actually trust it more than the touchscreen voting booths. I don't think people should have to wait in line for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours to vote. Fuck that. Everyone just go online and vote. In an ideal world, it's a multi-party system, but even beyond that, there should be... An election should last a month. That's it. A month. Both parties. They're not campaigning. They don't put out ads. They don't do shit. Until 1 month before the election. Like they do in, I don't know, Canada. Maybe it's 2 months, whatever. 3 months. But it's right before the election. That's when people are campaigning. And that's when America should be voting. Ideally, it's like wrestling. It all comes down to pro wrestling, according to Brandon Collins. So if I may use your analogy, let's do that. Let's have a Royal Rumble. Contenders. They all fucking suck each other. And at the end, they give the reasons why they should be president. They don't focus on attacking the other person, because they did that already in the Rumble. At the end of it, it's like, I should be president because... And they have 5 minutes. That's a long time. That's a long time. They have 5 minutes to say why they should be president. Every president that's ever been elected could do that. They could summarize why they should be president in 5 minutes. And you have multi-party system. Ideally, you'd be really fucking awesome if you don't know what party that person is from. Oh. You just base your vote on policy? Oh. I think that'd be ideal. But then again, I'm really drunk.
Amazing.
I'm really fucking drunk. Dude, I'm so fucking drunk. I'm like cross-eyed. I'm looking at all my guitars.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I'm looking at 2 different guitars right now. That's how cross-eyed drunk I am.
Oh, well, that's a perfect time for us to play Florida, California, or Canada, man, because you might not actually cheat during this segment if I do this. You ready?
Yeah, and I'm not going to cheat because I fucking can't.
All right, here's our first story of the evening. Man arrested after allegedly coughing on cashier, saying coronavirus social distancing, quote, getting out of hand, unquote. Did that happen in Florida, California, or Canada?
Well, I hope it happened in a death penalty state. I'm gonna go with California.
That actually happened in Florida.
Ah! I thought that was too obvious. You know, Floridians.
Right? Yeah, you would think so, but like the coronavirus brings out the Florida and everybody right now. So
even Floridians. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, like that to me. That was an obvious answer. Was Florida?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude. Fuck that guy. Go and arrest him, and then put. Don't put him in the general prison population. Put him in the population where they have AIDS, you know, and be like, all right, go ahead and cough on those guys and see what happens.
Yeah, and let prison culture take its course. Absolutely.
Yeah, dude. Yep. Fucking piece of shit. Well, oh, dude, did he have hang on, did he have a neck tattoo? Did you see the video or anything?
No, but like he looks like an old dude. He looks like he was retired after 20 years of service in the Klan. He was like bald-headed, goatee, white dude, you know. He put in his time. But yeah, he did get arrested, thankfully, because he apparently told the cashier, he's like, yeah, I'm going to go to some other stores and do it to them too and shit. But he got arrested, thankfully, before anything happened.
Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. And well, I mean, I was thinking I was thinking of a different thing where somebody was doing that. He had a neck tattoo. Nothing against neck tattoos. I mean, employment's got something against you, but hey, whatever. This dude with a neck tattoo is videotaping himself going around. I got coronavirus, and I feel okay. I'm just sick. It's like a cold for me. So I'm going to go around and give it to everybody. And he was walking around coughing on shit. And I was like, fuck this guy. Fuck him in his neck tattoo. Fucking
yeah.
Only God may judge me type shit. Fuck you. Here's the whole world judging you, motherfucker.
Yeah, no doubt, man. All right, well, moving on to our second story. Man punched his mom for hiding toilet paper, cops say. Did that happen in Florida, California, or Canada?
If it happened in Canada, it would be in Manitoba or Saskatchewan. It could have happened. The obvious answer is Florida. But I'm going to go with California.
No, you're absolutely right. It actually happened in Saugus right here in L.A. County. So you hit that the nail on the head.
I didn't even cheat. I didn't even cheat.
No, it wasn't a white dude either. The last name was Yan, Y-A-N. So I know that much. It wasn't a white dude. So
well, did you see his picture? You don't know that.
On this one.
You don't know that. Huh? You don't know that. There could be a white dude named Yan.
He could be adopted, I guess, yeah, or something. But
you don't know that,
yeah,
dude. Like, man, like Asian people have been in this country for generations, man. Like, he could be like, at this point, 1/16 Asian, if that's what you're basing Yan on, and be okay. But okay, let's get real. Yeah, he's probably Asian, and
I didn't state a race, Dave.
Yeah, it's not like you said he did a kung fu punch. See, that would be racist if you said that. If you said he did a kung fu kick in the face, that'd be racist. But you didn't say that because we're not racist in the Vela Boys. You didn't say he did a karate roundhouse kick, double Jackie Chan kick to the tits. But what a dick move. Regardless of race, who the hell punches their own mother over anything? Like, that guy's got problems. That's a dude who is like, if the pandemic wasn't going on, he would have punched a cashier at a bank expecting him to walk out with 50 gold bricks, you know?
Right, dude. And the hilarious thing about this story, they lead off the story with this sentence. California man wipes a floor with his mother.
Oh, Christ.
Spat over toilet paper.
What the fuck newspaper did that? Like, wipes the floor over spat with toilet. Like, it was like, yeah, instead of a quicker picker-upper, he turned it into his mother.
Yeah, it was a New York Post.
I said that backwards, but you know what I'm saying. I'm so drunk.
I hear you.
I'm so fucking wasted, man. I'm just shouting, and I live fairly far away from my neighbors. I got the windows closed, so fuck them. You know, I was yelling I said that already, but I was yelling profanities, and they're like, "Shut up, Dave." I'm like, quit barbecuing because it smells so good. Like, throw me a burger. But yeah, one of them yelled, "Shut up, Dave."
Fair enough. All right, man. Dude, I got one last. I got one last story for you, and then we can get the fuck out of here.
I got to piss too. I got to piss. Okay. Hurry up.
All right. Security guard run over by man frustrated by COVID-19 measures. California, Florida, or Canada?
Honestly, anywhere, but I'm gonna go with Canada.
Yep, Sherbrooke, Quebec, which is why Quebec should be nuked off the map.
Fucking go-backs, man.
Yep.
It's like Newfoundland. They're man, Quebec. That's the Florida of Canada. They do everything backwards there. If you ever, like, I think I already said this, but like, you know how on the side of the road you'll have people selling fruit that they picked? In Quebec, it's cheese. They're selling cheese.
Well, I believe it.
Don't fucking trust people selling you cheese. You know where that cheese came from? Man, that cheese could have been like made from cat milk or gopher milk or koala milk. don't want that
Or
koala
the
milk
underneath
cheese.
of their nut sacks.
Yeah. Oh! Take it one step too far. I was already being gross. Anyways, yeah, I'm not surprised it happened in Quebec. No offense to Montreal. Montreal is fucking cool as tits. Quebec City, what the fuck are you doing? The rest of Quebec, Jesus Christ, pull it together. But yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. But also,
right,
you gave it away. You gave it away because you were like, Orin, Canada.
All right. Well, on that note, that's all we got from you from quarantine this week. So, on behalf of myself, Dirty Brandon Collins, and super gay Power Bottom Dave, we wish you good night.
I am not a power bottom because I'm not fucking gay. I got nothing against gays, but I'm not gay. Why do I have to keep saying that? There's nothing about me that anyone would think I'm gay. I let
Except
my
me.
nails grow way too long. I don't wash my clothes enough. I realize I'm being stereotypical, but Jesus Christ. And what do you do inside of the South? That's what I do. All right, we are the Valley Boys. Shut up.
Somebody asked
Shut
you.
up. Shut up. We are the Valley Boys. On behalf of me and nobody else, I wish you a safe and happy quarantine. We hope we entertained you a little bit. I'm so fucking drunk. Dude, I'm so Brad, take it over.
And Dave's going to suck 20 cocks. Good night.